One of the top stories we're covering for you tonight is the matric exams that kicked off for the class of 2023 today. We're joined by the Basic Education Department spokesperson, Elijah Mhlanga. Elijah, I can imagine it's an incredibly stressful period for yourselves at the Department of Basic Education. How would you rate day one?
Well, 9 out of 10. Good evening, Cathy. It went well. We have not received any troubling reports. We're monitoring all day from the morning when we went with the minister to Rosefield School of Specialization in Kempton Park in Gauteng. But we also deployed our colleagues to other parts of the country in all provinces. The deputy minister was in KwaZulu-Natal, and of course all the other MECs in the provinces also did their own monitoring for day one, and up until now, we are happy with what we're hearing.
Of course, after a week and a half seemingly of a reprieve from the higher stages of load shedding, that all seems to have changed coming into today. What kind of effect did it have, and what are your projections going into the rest of the week with the exams really continuing in earnest, and of course the expectation around load shedding?
Well, Cathy, we were in close communication with ESCOM last week. We did so because we wanted to see how things were going to be like as our candidates were preparing to write computer applications technology as well as the information technology subjects, which were done last week, and there was no load shedding that affected that writing. So we are happy with that part. And the phase we are in right now is the one which worries us less, because we don't need that much of electricity really to work. It's pen to paper and natural light. So we thank God for the sun, even though it was chilly and cloudy today, but we are still able to go through the examinations without the need for electricity. And the subjects that are being written from this week into the future, right up until the end, we don't need much of it in terms of the actual writing of the exam, but at home it is needed. But with that, no guarantee that we'll have it when we get home. We therefore advise our learners to try use the time at school with the presence of teachers also providing support. So all of that should work to balance the negative impact that load shedding could have.
And the printing of papers, Elijah?
That's done a long time ago. The printing was done a long time ago. Distributions took place. And what you have now is really people picking up from nodal points to distribution centers and off to school on a daily basis and taking those back to the district office. So that's where we are now. It's really moving the paper from one place to another. The challenge will come when marking begins, because that's when we mark and then capture those marks onto a computer system. So we'll monitor and see how the situation is like at that time, but where we are now, we're not worried at all.
Let's talk about the issue of leaks. And interesting, you say that, the papers have effectively all printed, just waiting for distribution, which is really where some of the problems for the department have come in before when it comes to how leaks have happened.
Yeah, Cathy, the last time we spoke about a leak was in 2020. 2021 and 2022, we did not experience that. 2020 was a problem for us, and it forced us to sit down and do a further review of our system. And what we did for 2021 and last year assisted us to be where we are today. So we're looking forward to another year or another exam without any leak of exam question papers or any other document for that matter, because we want to protect the integrity, the credibility, and the profile of this particular examination, because it's important. A lot of young people depend on it. So it's important that they should know that the certificate that they're going to have in their hand when the results are released is of good quality. They can take it anywhere, whether to apply for university or to apply for a job or explore any other opportunity. So we're investing all our resources to ensuring that we're protecting our documents.
Education Department spokesperson Elijah Mhlanga will leave it there for tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.